I'm Vicki Hogarth, and this is a NewsBreak26 special report. Residents of Campobello Island are getting some long-awaited relief. On Tuesday, the Federal Department of Finance announced a special exemption from existing tariff countermeasures on U.S. consumer and household products, specifically for Campobello Island. The exemption recognizes the island's unique situation, being accessible by road only through the United States year-round. Joining me to discuss this important change is Premier Susan Holt. Thank you for joining me today, Premier Holt. What was your reaction to hearing this news?
I got the news around midday today from Minister LeBlanc, and I was very pleased and grateful to see that the residents of Campobello can have this relief at a time when things have been really uncertain and really expensive. I'm pleased the federal government acted quickly to get the order in council that we needed to create the exemption for the residents of Campobello.
Obviously, the government is in caretaker mode, that the election is going on. What exactly does this mean for Islanders? How will it roll out?
Well, that's a great question. From what I understand, I had raised this with the Prime Minister at our First Ministers meeting on Friday, a week ago Friday, I think it was now. Can't even remember when he said he would make Minister LeBlanc the Minister of Campobello and get it done. And so we got Dominic's message today that they have two specific orders in council that are going through to provide an exemption to the retaliatory tariffs to the folks of Campobello so that they can go and get their essentials and their groceries in the United States and bring them back to Campobello Island without having to pay the extra costs or the tariffs. And so I'm not sure how that notification process flows its way through to the border agents in Lubec, but we'll make sure that that happens as quickly as possible so that folks going out to get what they need for their families tonight or tomorrow can do so knowing that that they won't be hit with these extra costs.
You had a chance to speak with Campobello Mayor Harvey Matthews after hearing this news. What was that conversation like, and how is he feeling now?
Well, it was a short conversation because I'm up actually touring a snow crab plant right now. So between getting the message from Minister LeBlanc and reaching out to Mayor Matthews, I think he got the good news from you. And I think he's really pleased to see that that's something he's been pushing really hard for. And he's been a great advocate, as have you, Vicki, for the people of Campobello. As relief, I think, and then pleased to see that we've been able to get this done, that he's been able to get this done for his residents.
Are there still conversations? I know when we were in the time of COVID-19, there were issues for the island as well. This trade war is creating another unique circumstance for their geographical situation. Are there still conversations happening right now about possibly looking at a year-round ferry for the island?
Yes, absolutely. There's certainly unique challenges right now with the hesitation that people have to cross the border into the U.S. The people that are maybe not coming to Campobello, whether it's sports teams or the mayor was telling me today, some critical services, speech language pathologists, things like that. That it's reducing their ability to go on life as usual. And so the team at DTI, we've directed them to find ways that we could get that ferry in earlier and provide services sooner and do whatever we can do temporarily, and then to continue the bigger conversation about what proper service to Campobello looks like for the long term.
How difficult was it to coordinate this exemption at the time of a federal election? I know that definitely creates complications.
Yeah, you know what? From our end, it was just a matter of pushing on the Prime Minister and on Minister LeBlanc, and on repeated occasions, asking for it, finding out who do we need to talk to, who at the bureaucratic level, who at the political level, bringing it up again and again. And maybe it's a case of the squeaky wheel getting the grease. I don't know, but it didn't seem to us that the caretaker mode prevented it from going through. Would I have liked it to be faster? Always. I'm impatient. I like things to happen immediately. But I'm pleased that, we've been talking about this for a couple of weeks, and on April 8th that we can put this exemption in place. I'll take that.
I know this is an island of under 900 people, but still, why was it important to make sure that this was accomplished?
Well, it's a question of fairness. These are Canadians and New Brunswickers. And I know they don't often feel that way because they don't have the connection to the province and to our services that they need. But to be hit with tariffs on their basic needs and essentials where they've no other option, it didn't feel fair. It didn't feel right. And so it was really important to make sure that whether it was 9 or 900 or 9,000, it's the right thing to do to make sure that they can get access to what they need until we have we can put a permanent long-term solution in place to connect them to New Brunswick because they are New Brunswickers and Canadians.
I know you have a lot on your plate, but I so appreciate you taking the time to speak with us today. I look forward to seeing you again later this week in our Tariff News Conference. I'm excited to ask a question that isn't about exemptions for Campobello Island. Thank you so much.
Well, look, thank you for continuing to ask because it's a critical role that you and CHCO have played and the mayor and his constituents have played in making sure that it's top of mind and that it gives us the additional fire to push the Prime Minister and the Minister and the departments to do it. And thanks to you and Mayor Matthews and the residents, we have this good news for once to celebrate.
Thank you, Premier Holt. That was New Brunswick Premier Susan Holt. I'm Vicki Hogarth, and this has been a NewsBreak26 special report.
A news and public affairs production of CHCO-TV, New Brunswick's only source for independent community television.